Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast coming up next. Sports Illustrated has a list of 20 greatest WWE wrestlers of all time. Are they accurate with this or are they not? We're going to talk about coming up next.
Strength is like powerhouse, dangerous slam, surgical, can't repair once I break every limb. The general, which ring you prefer, I defend, cause the ruler always preys on the food in his hand. I'm telling you fam, my entourage is definitely stacked. Don Callis, I'm related to every wolf in my pack. Diesel like Shaq, I'm always outside for the script. Light it up, we take the rain, no fear in our eyes, gold on.
This is the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast, your home for real pro wrestling talk.
Soon, Bang Out Club will meet their fate. We have a secret weapon, someone from Lisa Bang Out's past, just in case she tries to get involved in our business. Meet our insurance policy.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, we the champs. Thanks for listening. We gone.
You want the best? You're looking at her. This ain't just a sport, it's a lifestyle. Welcome to the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast. We are the champions of wrestling talk.
Please stand by.
Now, here's your host for Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast, the insightful Scott Bars, wrestling media in the dynamic salute, Darkwing Dub.
We back. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more content. Wait, my bad. So, as you can see here, we got this list. Bro brought this list to our attention. I knew nothing about this list. But now after doing some research, I see that this is a real thing. Now, I thought this was over and done with the whole Wrestling Observer situation, which we probably could talk about that within this.
Trash. I'm not talking about anything Dave Meltzer. That dude is the most homerish dude that there is on Wrestle Talk, wrestling, internet, IWC, whatever you want to. I'm not talking anything Dave Meltzer. Like that dude is the biggest clown. He is the biggest clown. So I can't with him. I've tried to give him a chance. I've tried to do several different things to just give anything with Dave Meltzer a chance. And anytime I do it, I get disappointed. I'm done being disappointed. I'm over it.
You know what? And I don't blame you, man, because I'm gonna be honest with you. And this and the whole Wrestling Observer thing kind of connects to what we talking about here, because these lists that these people are coming out with are bogus. All right, so before we get directly into this, all right, so I want to say something, and y'all probably gonna disagree. I don't care, but this is my opinion. Now, I know a lot of you guys dislike Booker T for a plethora of reasons and whatnot. That's your prerogative. But to say that he's the worst commentator in professional wrestling when he doesn't even have the years of commentator experience like a Michael Cole, like all these other commentators before him, is just bogus to me. Booker T doesn't do commentating. You know what I'm saying? He's been a wrestler for most of his career. He started his own promotion, started training wrestlers, and then slowly migrated into the role that he's in now. I do not think that he's the worst commentator in professional wrestling history. That's a far stretch. Like you're wilding. You're wilding. Do I always agree with his point of views? Absolutely not. But for me to go and sit there and say that he's the worst commentator when he's only had like a plethora of experience is crazy to me. Crazy. Just like Dave Meltzer's views as far as professional wrestling. Now, like whether Dave Meltzer right or wrong or whatever, a lot of what he put out is like yay or nay. You gotta look at it and take it for what it is, whether he's telling the truth or not. Most of the time, he's not accurate on his view. You know what I'm saying? But that's his opinion. Sometimes, every now and then, he be on point. But when it comes to picking, like what is the better matches and things like that, most of the time it's just his opinion. And like
all the time.
Yeah, well, yeah, all the time. But that's what I meant. But you know, it's just weird. It's just weird to me how like you guys just end up with these personal takes, and you take so much time into like trying to destroy somebody. Like it's one thing to disagree with a person's point of views, but to like, you know, try to just like, you know, stomp on everything that they did just because you disagree with them on certain point of views is just weird to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't, like I said, I don't agree with a lot of stuff Booker T says, but I'm not a professional wrestler. And you know what I mean? I'm not behind the scenes. I don't see what they see. You know what I mean?
So let's look at this, right? So and what bro is talking about is the Wrestling Observer End of the Year awards that came out within the past week or so. And let's see here. Booker T was rated the worst television announcer. How many wrestlers in NXT do you think Booker T helped get over just by what he does?
It was a lot, bro. like Trick Williams, Obafemi, Javon Evans, Stephanie Van Coor, Sol Ruka, Jada Parker, Nikita Lyons, who else? Damn, it's a lot.
Point
man.
being is that part of the job of an announcer, of a you know, the guy who's commentating, is to help get these wrestlers over. Michael Cole does a damn good job at it. Mm-hmm. Booker T did a damn good job. I mean, he listed off 7 right there, just off the top of the head. Mm-hmm. Yep. To me, the worst wrestling commentator is fucking Tony Schiavone. That dude will put me to sleep.
Hey,
I mean, come on. So you look at it. Wrestler of the year is Mystico. I could have swore up and down that everybody and their mama said Bandito was the wrestler of the year.
Yeah, I could have sworn up and down too.
But somehow Dave Meltzer got it Mystico. I'm having a best you telling me Hangman Page had the best interviews? If we're talking about 2025, the best interview was John Cena. If we're talking about 2025 alone, from the beginning of his heel run till he retired, John Cena was at the top of his game. Mm-hmm. And everybody knows I love Hangman Page. That's my guy. But that's John Cena. What else am I looking at here? Best weekly TV show, AEW Dynamite. Uh, okay, I can see it. But then on down, worst television show. What? Take a wild guess on who the worst television show was.
They said NXT, right?
Fucking NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all fucking serious? NXT is the worst TV show?
That's what they said. This is why I said, man, when I seen that, that's when I knew Dave Meltzer was on something, because I'm like, what? Like NXT? Last time I remember, NXT was cooking. And especially when Shawn Michaels got the ball and started running with it. Like, I don't know where he got that from. That was way out of bounds. Like, I was like, what? You know, man, I don't know, man.
Okay.
Meltzer's bugging. Go ahead.
I get it. I get it. I'm not going to go over all these because I know we got our own thing to go over real quick. I get it. Best major wrestling show was AEW All In. But, I've seen the shows that were listed to go with All In. You know how I know this was a Homer thing? Because Evolution wasn't on it. Wasn't on that list for best wrestling show of the year.
Yeah.
It's Homer. That's why I refuse to take anything Dave Meltzer says or does serious. We saw him on Netflix gave him a platform on the Vince McMahon documentary they did.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't do anything with it. Bro, they had bro on there thinking that he just knew everything. How many wrestlers, promoters, promotions, bookers have called Dave Meltzer out on his bullshit?
A lot. And you could include content creators too, because a lot of content creators called him out on his crap too. Yeah, a lot.
So I just wanted to get that out because bro had brought up the list and I fuck Dave Meltzer.
Like it all ties into what we're talking about today. That's why I decided to add it into what we're discussing, because it all ties into it. I just wanted to put out there, with the whole Booker T thing. I'm like, come on, he don't even have the experience of most of these commentators, and I feel like he's doing a great job. Do I agree with everything that he says or he do? No. I don't, but I also understand too that he has a job to do and he's playing a character on TV. I mean, honestly, do you guys really think that that's what he does outside of his professional wrestling career? Like, come on now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, do I agree with everything that he do? No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of stuff that I can list. But to say that he's the worst commentator, this just
he says the best wrestling maneuver. Hangman Page buckshot lariat. You telling me you couldn't name at least 10 better than the buckshot lariat? Like I said, I love Hangman Page, but you can't name at least 10 better than the buckshot lariat?
There's a few moves that are up there, you know what I mean, and quite possibly could be better than buckshot lariat.
I like Kenny Omega's One Weekend Angel. I love that move.
Yeah.
I love the Styles Clash. Think about it. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm getting riled up.
Go ahead.
I'm getting riled up, bro. Because think about the Styles Clash. Everybody and their mama's trying to do the Styles Clash. Why was it that number one?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you. I always, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like, I've always liked, the a lot of the simplified moves, but they look so devastating. Like prime
Fall from
example,
grace.
Fall from Grace. Oh my God. Fall from Grace. Like the title alone sells the move. Fall from Grace. And then House Call with Swerve, that kick. You know what I'm saying? V trigger, that like snap to the knee, that snapping knee. Like to me,
The
like
Claymore?
what?
The Claymore, bro? Like, it's just a kick to the head. But you hear the name, the Claymore, you think explosion. Like,
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what he was thinking. Like saying that, but it definitely was a Homer thing. Like he's definitely like a type of person because he has such a huge name in professional wrestling, and a lot of people, even though there's a lot of people that don't believe everything that he says, there's still a lot of people that do respect everything that he says. So he
I
uses
hate to
that.
say this, bro. I hate to say this because you just said something that triggered me a little. Not triggered per se, but like there's a lot of people that don't believe in what he says.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a lot of people that do believe in what he says.
Mm-hmm.
That I for those of you that hadn't seen it yet, go watch my last show. That the first episode of No Cap featuring Darkwing Dub dropped this morning, and it was over AEW going to Australia, getting the F Ice chance, and the Winter Olympians talking about how they wear the flag on their arm, but they don't represent everything that's been going on in this country. What you just said about Dave Meltzer, there are people that don't believe him. There are people that do believe him. That is Donald Trump.
Well, there you have it. I ain't look, man. I honestly, I be trying not to because you know me, bro. Like I hate politics, man. But one of our good friends said this, and it's very true. The way professional wrestling is now is just like our political. It's just like our political views. You know what I'm saying? We like halfway in, halfway out. That's just the way. That's how it's been for the last few years. Well, not even few. Like for the last 10, 20 years, when it comes to professional wrestling, it's like we halfway in, halfway out. And that's how I believe people view Dave Meltzer. Like you halfway in, you halfway out. You know what I mean? So I mean, to
I'm
each
not a
his own.
political person. And in my last two shows, it's been a pretty political show. But I also let it be known that I'm really not a political person. But I will talk about politics once it crosses over into sports, which is the reason why the show that I did that dropped this morning, that's why I did the show, because what AEW, professional wrestling, a sport, F Ice chance, Winter Olympics, it's a host of a bunch of different sports that got political because those Olympians decided they were going to get on TV and was like, yes, I wear the flag. I bear this flag while I'm over here competing, but I don't represent everything that's going on. That's when I talk about it. The Bad Bunny halftime show, that was sports. It was at the Super Bowl halftime.
Mm-hmm.
It was politicized because of the All American halftime show, which was a flop for you clowns out there. That shit was a flop, and come to find out, it was pre-recorded. You guys got hit with the okey doke. Anyways, but I typically only talk about politics once it goes into the sports realm.
Right.
Otherwise, I leave it alone. I
Nah.
let people like Shout out to Santana. I'll let people like Santana handle that.
Nah, I don't like when we discuss it on the show on our separate platforms. I don't have an issue with it. It's just for me personally, like it just brings a disdain, and politics is so wishy washy nowadays, man. Like it's so controlling, it's so overwhelming now, man. It's
You
like
won't say it, but I will.
what?
You won't say it. You won't say it, but I will. Then we can move on to the list we got in front of us. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck ICE. Fuck Pete Hegseth. Fuck MAGA. He won't say it, but hey, the show's called No Cap for a reason.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, man. I just, hey, hey, man. Like I said, man. Enough said. He already said it for me, so I ain't gotta say it, man. But
Hey, and these are my beliefs and my beliefs only. If he wants to tell his beliefs, he can. But I speak for me, and I'm gonna leave it at that. If he wants people to know what he feels, he's more than welcome to do so. I know we are a group on this podcast, but he don't speak for me, and I don't speak for him. That's not how we roll. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's how I feel.
hmm Yeah, we both when it comes to that, we both have our different point of views. Like honestly, we agree on the most part. It's just I just can't stand politics. You know what I mean? And I'm just so disappointed in a lot of things that are going on. It's frustrating to me. And he can vouch because I told him a lot of stuff that this whole political stand has put a lot of people through, including my family. You know what I'm saying? As far as this whole immigration thing, you know what I mean? But that's a story for another day, But like I said, man, that's why I just kind of just leave this whole politics thing alone. But I kind of gave a little bit of a tidbit of what how I feel about it when we spoke about it on my show last week, and I mentioned a few things. But yeah, man, let's just get into this list, man, and talk about if we agree or disagree or whatever. Let's talk about it.
All right, you want me to go first? You want to go first?
You can go first.
I mean,
You can
I'll
go
say
first.
okay. So everybody knows if you guys have been paying attention to the show long enough, you know who my goat is. So right off the bat, I'm putting Shawn Michaels from 8-1. Right off the bat. Um, I'll have Stone Cold at 2. I'm sorry. But Hulk Hogan's getting dropped. He gets dropped. I get it. He was polarizing in his time on this earth, whether if it's good, bad, or indifferent. I got it. But another person that gets dropped because he's still going. He's still wrestling right now. And I feel like he has a lot more to prove. Like one long title reign doesn't mean you get to get put on a list in top 5 at that, which is Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns, as of right now, is too high. So if I'm gonna go do my top 5, just based off this list, I'm putting Shawn at 1, Stone Cold at 2. I am moving Bret Hart to 3, The Rock at 4, and then Kurt Angle at 5. Another thing that has me a little perplexed is that there's only one woman on the list. You notice that?
Yeah, it's Becky Lynch.
Yeah. I mean, where's Lita? Where's Trish Stratus? Where's Jacqueline? Like Becky Lynch isn't the only woman. And to me, she's not even the best. I mean, I'd put Trish Stratus on there before I put Becky Lynch on there.
Yeah,
Maybe even Lita.
and the only reason why I wouldn't say that cause all right, so when you look at the list, right, it says greatest. So I'm guessing it means the top greatest, 20 top greatest WWE wrestlers of all time, of course. So there's some of the people on here you can't really put them in that bracket just yet because they're still active. You know what I'm saying? So I have a problem with that too. Like, for example, right? Okay, so John Cena just retired. Roman Reigns is still active. Undertaker has been retired. Triple H been retired. Like, so all right. So I see what you said about your list. So me personally, I feel like Chris Jericho for one is too low. Number 18, Chris Jericho. Nah, you're wilding. Chris Jericho need to be in the top 5 spot. Chris Jericho's done a lot in professional wrestling. Like, you talk about somebody that first of all, like, and I believe I don't know what year, either what year he started. I know Jericho started like in the 90s or whatever. I don't know what year AJ Styles started or whatever. I know I'm probably around the same time, maybe few years later, but that AJ Styles wouldn't have been able to get into the WWE if it wasn't for people like Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho was AJ Styles in WWE at that particular time when he first came in. You understand what I'm saying? He gave people's physique like AJ Styles a platform. You know what I mean? He transcended that. You know? And you got him at number 18. That doesn't even make any sense to me. He need to be in the top 5 slot. You know, me personally, I would put Jericho. I'll put Jericho between either 3 or 4. As far as that, I wouldn't have. First of all, like, yes, John Cena has done a plethora of things. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't have John Cena at number 4. I would probably put him at a number 8. I would move Shawn Michaels up. Shawn Michaels need to be at my opinion, at either like 6, you know what I mean? I love Shawn, man. He's one of my, but I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I can't put him. I can't put because for me personally, like, there's a few people that I might put over him, not because they more because of their wrestling. I'm not telling about their wrestling. You know what I mean? Because I'm a wrestler's first type of person. But getting back to what I'm saying, like, and not for nothing too, like, a lot of times when people look at a list, first point of view, they make their list, that's the list they running with. But then at the same time too, if you're like me and you think about all the wrestlers that have, like, did so many great things, you might just switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not set on this list, and I will never be set on this list because there's a lot of people that I like. You know what I mean? And you put, like, I know Bruno Sammartino's did great things. You know what I'm saying? But I would have him. I wouldn't have him over Randy Orton. You know what I mean? Just my opinion. I never had an opportunity to watch a lot of Bruno Sammartino matches when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Your ass is old, bro.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Here we
Over
go.
here talking about you move Shawn Michaels to 6.
Here we
Like,
go.
what are we doing? What are we doing?
Hey,
I don't know.
Hey, at least I'm consistent because I remember another video we did similar to this, and I had Shawn Michaels between. I had Shawn Michaels between a 5 or a 6. So at least I'm consistent. You got some people that are not even consistent at all. You know what I mean? I know if I would have said Shawn Michaels at number 1, you would have been like, wait a minute, didn't you say that Shawn Michaels was this? Or you would have agreed with it? You would have agreed with it?
Yeah, I'd have been like, welcome to my side.
But see, you would have agreed with that, but then you would have had some Joe Smo in the comment section be like, hey Bars, didn't you say that Shawn Michaels was number 6 a few videos ago? Or was I bugging? You know what I'm saying?
You know what you say to them? You know what you say to people like that?
What'd you say?
I got 2 words for you.
Suck it. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck off.
Okay, all right. I thought he was gonna say. I thought he was gonna
you're not the cusser that I am, so I'll let you have that one. I'll let you have it. Suck it.
yeah, you know what I mean. Pause though, but y'all know what I meant. DX, DX joint, but yeah,
Rayhan, chill out.
Yeah. I can already hear. I can see the face of George. I mean, look. Hey man, hey, you know, chill.
Hey. Can I say something too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's look at this. Right, number 15 is Randy Orton. Oh, the thing went away.
Oh, all right, I'll bring it back.
Number 15. Number 15 is Randall Keith Orton. So why isn't Randy at least top 10? Why isn't he at least top 10? Dude is a 15-time world champion. 15. There's only two guys that are ahead of him. That's Ric Flair and John Cena. Yeah. So why isn't he at least top 10? Right? Also is the youngest world champion of all time. So again, why isn't Randy top 10? Edge is another one. He doesn't have the accolades of Randy, but why isn't he top 10?
Yeah.
You know how I feel about Kurt Angle. I already said what he would be if this was my list. To me, you got to move Roman Reigns at least to the bottom 10 because number 1, he's still going. And I'm sorry, the first part of his career was garbage.
Yeah, that's why I said like that's why I felt like they got Roman Reigns like too high. I know he's had a super effect on the recent programming of professional wrestling, but let's be for real, like his first few years in the business was not that good. Like I'm talking about his first like a good, what was it, like a good 5 or 6 years before he actually got going? Like,
bro was a babyface getting booed out of buildings, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, so I don't agree, but you also have to understand too, like these lists, especially lists like this, are made by people that really don't. I know it says Sports Illustrated. We know that already. But these people are not wrestling fans. They're sports fans. They're not wrestling fans. So these type of lists, to me, don't hold no merit because they're not wrestling fans. They're sports fans. That means they watch everything, but they don't watch professional wrestling with a magnifying glass like we do. So I don't take what they say for anything because, like, I'm like, yo, you don't even You got Becky Lynch at number 20. She's the only female on that list. There's a lot of other females, and I'm not even hating on Becky Lynch. I'm just saying she's still active. So I don't feel like she should be in the top 20. There should be somebody else in that spot. Now, if she was retired and done, I probably still wouldn't even have her in the top 20. I'll probably have her like in the top maybe 50. I have her in the top 50. You know, like I give her that, but in the top 20 so soon, like I said, man, these guys, these people are not wrestling fans. They're sports fans. They don't watch wrestling with a magnifying glass. They don't study the art of professional wrestling. They just go off after their own personal point of views. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they have a reason for every single number that they have on here for these wrestlers. But to me, it needs to be shuffled a little bit. It needs to be shuffled. Or from number 1 to 20 need to be shuffled. You know what I mean? You got Mick Foley at number 19. You're wild. Mick Foley at 19? Like, come on now. Like, what are we talking
Honestly, I don't mind Stone Cold being that one. It's just not my one. I think Stone Cold has every right. I feel like if they got any number right out of everybody that's on the list, if they got any number right, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Stone Cold being at number 1 neither. I don't really have much of an issue with that because he has done a lot for the business. But I still feel like
Shawn Michaels is one. I know.
they could shuffle it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like there's plenty of other folks that have done just as much as a lot of these wrestlers, if not more. It just depends. It depends. That's why I said it depends on what you like, basically. And
Like
this is
CM Punk, like bro took a 10-year hiatus from wrestling. Okay, I get it. He was great before he left. I got it. But he was only great for a handful of years. Before that, he was battling for the ECW championship
yeah.
before Vince McMahon decided to elevate him. So, I mean, is CM Punk really, does he really belong on that list? Because if that's the case, then why isn't Daniel Bryan on that list?
Honestly, I wouldn't have put him on the list right now because I said he's still active. Like
Yeah.
I feel like when you make lists like this, the wrestlers have to be retired already. That's just my opinion. Like, why are we putting wrestlers on a list that are still active? Okay, like there's a good portion of wrestlers on here that are retired, but there are some on here that are not retired. They shouldn't be on.
There's a I hear you and I somewhat agree with you, but there's a couple on here that are active that I would actually leave on here because of their accolades, starting with Randy Orton. Randy Orton doesn't go anywhere. I get that he's still active, but he has the accolades to be on this list, active or retired. Who else? John Cena, okay, he retired, so he can be there. Edge, we don't know when he's coming back. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought he would left AEW, was going to come back to WWE for one of John Cena. But as of right now, he's still active. But is he the 14th greatest WWE wrestler of all time? My personal opinion, no. Becky Lynch, you brought up women, right? There's Alundra Blaze, there's Jacqueline, there's Jazz. There's I get it. She was more of a Schmex symbol, but there's Sable. And then you get a little bit further down, you got Trish Stratus, who many people say that she's the greatest woman wrestler of all time. You got Lita. You got Mickey James, who just came back to TNA, mind you. But if you're gonna go with active wrestlers, you got Mercedes or Sasha Banks, whatever you want to know her as. You got Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? You got Bailey. So I'm not saying they're all better than Becky Lynch, but I think somebody like Trish Stratus should be on that list before Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. If you're gonna put a woman in top 20, it's got to be Trish Stratus.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. And you have some valid points as far as that. I just feel like to me, and although like like a lot of the active guys that are on here have a Hall of Fame career, and they definitely have a greatest of all time career. You know what I mean? Like you mentioned Randy Orton, of course, like he deserves to be on the list. I just feel like you don't put them on the list until they like officially done, because you don't know what they're going to accomplish, before they actually retire. Like you don't know what they're going to. Who are we to say if Randy Orton gonna capture a few more titles before he's done? Like we don't know that. The way they leaning on the older wrestlers, they might give him another title run. This might be, we don't know. We don't know. Like this, and far as we can see right now, seems like Roman Reigns is gonna be the next world champion. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know. That's why I'm kind of like on the fence with having active wrestlers on here just yet, because we don't know when their career is going to stop just yet. Like that's why I'm saying, I'm not saying they shouldn't be on here. I'm just saying they shouldn't be on here right now. But I get why they did that. They're like what you call it? They're notable figures. You know who they are. When you think professional wrestling, these are some of the guys that you think of. So I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? It's just for me per se, nah, I wouldn't have. You know what I mean? But
I get it. I get it. I get it. I just feel like with guys like Randy Orton, and he's the main one that I'm talking about because he has accomplished so much. Like if he was to retire right now, even without claiming a couple more titles, I mean, he's easily to me top 10 of all time. You know what I'm saying? Um, Another one is Chris Jericho. Yeah, he's still active, but even if he were to retire today, would you take him off the list?
now
Probably
you
not.
when you say that, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Like I
You know, is
wouldn't take him off.
so guys like Randy Orton and Chris Jericho. I hear what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying, especially when it comes to guys like Roman Reigns that is on the list. When you got guys like Randy Orton and Chris Jericho that has accomplished more than Roman Reigns, and if they were to retire today, they're on the list regardless. I mean, think about it. Randy Orton is a 15-time world champion. Chris Jericho, you said it yourself. Guys like AJ Styles wouldn't have a spot in the WWE without the emergence of Chris Jericho.
Now
Like,
he was one of those guys. He First of all, he had the same frame as AJ Styles. They did a lot of the same moves. Like he's one of them dudes. He's one of them dudes that transcended that type of style. And if you want to talk about before him, who was before him that had the same type of style, or just about Shawn Michaels. So it's like, you gotta, and the only reason, and another reason why, I would most likely keep Chris Jericho on there, even though he's not retired yet, is because he's not even active right now anyway. Like what they say, his contract got froze. So they don't
he
even
got
know.
extended and frozen.
Oh wow, I didn't hear the extended part. I know
Can I
he.
say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just real quick. I know it's
Uh,
off topic. I want to say something real quick. Listen, we've seen this shit happen with Ray Phoenix. We've now seen happen with Chris Jericho. I wish the sickos would give Tony Khan the same treatment they would give a Vince McMahon, a Nick Khan, Triple H, whoever you want to blame, because he's doing the same shit that the other three that I've named have done with freezing these contracts and extending them. And people was like, oh, Tony Khan is not like that. Tony Khan, if the person wants to be released or wants to go elsewhere, Tony Khan just lets him go. He didn't do that with Ray Phoenix. He made Ray he made Ray Phoenix wait that shit out. He's not doing that shit with Chris Jericho. He froze. He extended and then froze Chris Jericho's contract. I get it. People love Tony Khan because he's a fan. And that's cool. But you can't pull those same antics that you guys would give Vince McMahon shit over and let Tony Khan pull and like, oh yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Why is it okay? Because it's Tony Khan. He's your favorite promoter. He's your favorite booker. It's not okay no matter how you look at it. But I need people to call a fucking spade a spade. It's not okay when Vince McMahon did it, and it's not okay that Tony Khan is doing it. If these guys want to go elsewhere, hey man, you guys got millions and millions and millions of dollars. You're not hurting your pockets by letting Ray Phoenix go to WWE. You're not hurting your pockets by letting Miro go back to WWE. Aleister Black go back. Aleister Black was not happy. It was well known that he wasn't happy. But Tony Khan kept on putting him out there. Until he finally said, okay, I'll release you. You know? Now it's happening with Chris Jericho. Everybody knows that Chris Jericho wants that last WWE run so he can get into that Hall of Fame. What does Tony Khan do? Freezes his contract. I'm just saying. It's wrong either way. Please, for the love of all that is holy, if you believe in Jesus, if you believe in Muhammad, Buddha, whoever you believe in, it's wrong.
Nah, you're absolutely right. They don't treat Khan Tony with the same type of disdain that they treat everybody else. That's facts. I ain't even going front. That is super facts. They don't. And we all know like, yeah, he's a fan or whatever like that, but he's learning from a lot of guys that he came up watching. So he's doing the same type of tactics like any other wrestling owner or promoter or whatever would do. You know, I'm not saying whether he's right or wrong or justified or whatever. I'm just saying he's doing the exact same thing as the other folks were doing. Like he froze his contract, then extended it. I just let you know he not trying to let go of Chris Jericho that easy. You know what I mean? He's not trying to let him go that easy. You know, and WWE has done the same thing in the past too. I mean, it's what these big companies do. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like if they see, he obviously sees value in the Chris Jericho brand, period. So he's not going to let Chris Jericho go that easy. Like he's going to make WWE work for every ounce of that name before they actually get it. The same way he did with Ray Phoenix, the same way he did with Penta, all these other guys that came from AEW and went back to WWE. He made them work at some to some shape or form. Now some he did release and let go, just like that. But a good portion of them, he was like, nah, you know. It is what it is, though. You know, like
I just want people to have the same energy. That's all I want. Call a spade a fucking spade, bro. Like have the same energy that you had when Vince McMahon was doing it for Tony Khan doing it. It's not hard.
Yeah, you ain't got no complaints from me. I agree with you. Yeah. So that's what we think of this list. You know, I know we had a lot of other side topics within this whole thing, but everything connects as far as how we feel about this list. If you got any opinions, which I know you guys would, you know, just hit the comment section. Give your opinions. Give a like and share. You know, we welcome it. We welcome the smoke. We always welcome the smoke. As you can see, We in the comment sections too. We don't got no moderators in the comment sections on YouTube. So we definitely be in the comment sections engaging for now. For now. But as the platform grows, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard to catch us. So, but yeah, just leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. We'll read some. Eventually, we'll probably even pick the best ones and read them off on the show and give you our takes on your comments. So make sure you do that. You got any closing thoughts, bro?
Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck ICE. Fuck the whole MAGA movement. Fuck Dave Meltzer. Y'all need to have the same kind of smoke that you guys have for Vince McMahon. Freezing contracts, and then y'all need to put that towards Tony Khan too. Stop being tribalists. Shawn Michaels is the GOAT. I agree, Stone Cold could be one, but Shawn Michaels is the GOAT. I don't care what this guy says. He's the GOAT. Nah, but for real, yeah, I know we had a bunch of side conquests going on when the show first started. I know we kind of got off on Vince McMahon and Tony Khan freezing contracts, but man, we love this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Y'all like it, love it, don't like it, hate it, whatever. Guess what? You're watching it. You're still giving us views. You hate it. You're still giving us views. You comment some hateful shit. Guess what? You still giving us some views.
Yeah.
So I don't care either way. Yeah, I don't care. I always want to smoke. But I replied to y'all with a smile on my face because guess what? Y'all making them analytics look good.
You know what's funny though? Before we go, I find it funny that a lot of you folks seem to think that when you see content creators, especially in these type of spaces, that this is all we do all day. Like, I promise you, if this is all I did all day, my whole studio will be jam-packed full of things. Like, I will have $1 million studio. $1 million studio. I'll be living like Logan Paul right now if this was the only thing I was doing all day. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, we do have 9-to-5s. We do have 9-to-5s. We have not gotten to that point yet. But we will. We definitely will. I'm speaking it into existence. We definitely will. But I just find it funny you guys do that because every single time we have an opinion that you guys don't agree upon, oh yeah, you guys are just guys that sit in the basement and talk wrestling all day. You don't have no lives. Well, comment people, let me just say this before we get out of here. At least you can see our face. You can see our face. You see what we looking like. You can see our face. But for all you people in the comment section who would be hating, and there's a lot of you, you know what I'm saying? You don't show your face for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You don't show your face for a reason, whether you look ugly or you don't. You don't show your face for a reason because you don't want nobody to embarrass you. You don't want nobody to embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen the comments. I seen them. You know what I'm saying? I definitely seen them. But,
we can end on this one because I got something for that ass. For y'all that's like to say that we just sitting in our mom's basement, guess what? I still get more pussy than you.
See, I'm usually the one that says, yeah, y'all guys need to go get some yams. But I didn't say it this time. It wasn't me. So you can't say that I said it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me this time. So, but he's not lying. He's not lying. Most people that do that, they definitely don't have no life. And they definitely don't have no yams in their life. That's for sure. No yams at all.
Sounds like a personal problem to me. I get plenty of you. I get as much yams as I want, bro. So that's a personal problem for them.
Yep. So, all right. So we're going to check out. We'll be back with another one. Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast. See you again soon. Deuces.
Yo, Robert Mason here, and the fire in this arena is unreal.
And I'm Molly Finwick. We are the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle commentary team, bringing nonstop action.
And that wraps up another explosive edition of the podcast. Join us next week as the road to the championship continues.